Okay, thoughts on chapter 15 of The City We Became. And Came Jemison. Sorry, I'm used to when I'm sitting on this little swing here. I'm used to holding the camera up close because it's dark at night and I can really zoom into the microphone. So yes, The City We Became by N. Came Jemison. This is chapter 15, and lo, we looked upon the face of the beast, or something like that. um, where yes, the half of our compatriots, our heroes, come face to face with the beast, Dr. White, who is actually an interdimensional city named Relia. Relia is a kind of a rival city which wants to basically uh, kill off New York, and this existence. I think we're going with existence and this plane of existence, and 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 replace it with its own huge white city. Um, and It's funny because Riley definitely has a thing of like, where I'm the civilized one, I'm trying to be sensitive. Well, I'm going to give you an easy death, and can't you just cooperate with me and be civilized? Which really sounds like the words of a colonizer coming in, like the English did, my ancestors did, to this world, and we're killing off, extinguishing civilizations, and all the while telling the native peoples here, why can't you be civilized while we kill you off, while we kill the Indian inside, and all the other policies of starvation and genocide that we perpetrated to be able to kind of impose our civilization, our cities on this land of Canada. Um, so yeah, that is a cool, it's cool. It's a striking thing. It's you can see this being used as um, kind of the metaphors for colonization, and just that kind of this horribly infuriating thing of like, why can't you be civilized while we're killing you off? Why can't you accept this with good grace or anything like that? Uh, Watching Mr. Squirrel go by with a big old nut in its mouth. Um, so yeah, there's that, which is cool. There's Staten Island herself, a stat, who has sided with Relia, seeing it as her friend, and looking at all these others, and definitely seeing black men, uh, and and an Asian looking guy with Hong Kong, with seeing them as all as others versus Dr. White, or Relia here, who is white woman like herself. Even though it's obviously, she even knows that it's a put upon thing, but it comforts her. So she's able to kind of take that as a thing, which again, you look at that as, especially with Staten Island being very kind of the cast as lower working class white, of like, um, looking at the kind of the higher echelons of the right wing, which are really seem to be basically kind of interested as basically furthering business interests, furthering their own interests, but somehow being able to absorb the support of lower classes that you think would actually see that, my the actual natural allies are over here, not the ones that you're using racism to set them opposite of you. um, because there was a part of me was going like, well, why are we writing Staten Island so stupid? But in some ways it's an accurate representation of what I at least as a left leaning guy, I see a lot of people um, voting, siding basically against their interests, due to what seems to be kind of fear and racism. So, you know, it makes a sort of sense. because yeah, it's just funny. I was going to sit down and talk about this video as like, oh, how I wasn't satisfied with Staten Island, but as I'm kind of talking it out, it's like, oh, I can sort of see N.K. Jemison's points here. I do hope in a kind of a fantasy world setting, I'm hoping for an Edmund or Eustace kind of reversion of like this is a white queen and they're going to see the errors of the way and going to be redeemed somehow. Yeah, so I guess we shall see. I don't know if it's going to happen in this book. I think we have like one more chapter left, if that, or 2 chapters left. So this is definitely not the full story, but I'm sufficiently intrigued by it. It seems to be a fantasy story, urban fantasy story that actually maps fairly well onto the kind of the interesting politics and vexing issues of our day. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. All right, more videos later.